Nottingham Forest are in the Europa League. Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you're all doing well. How's your week been? Not much happening in the world of Forest. Not much. Not much. The Hawaiian shirt had been retired for a while. Still probably needs a little bit of ironing, but I can confirm Forest are in the Europa League. The first team probably in history to finish 7th and then get bumped up to the Europa League. Get those fucking likes up right now. Every single one of you in the chat, hit that like. Make sure you're subscribed as well. I really can't see, so like, does this work if I do this? How's that for a look, guys? How's that for a look, guys? What you lot saying? Or do I do it the other way around? What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Some good news at last. Some good news at last. It's a incoming, man. I think there's gonna be a fire sale at Palace. There's gonna be a fire sale at Palace. Absolutely, this justice served. For those of us who abide by the rules, by the laws of the land. Cancel. Get your hotels cancelled. Get your hotels cancelled. You'll need them, I think, Istanbul, if I'm not mistaken. Someone tell me where the final is for the Europa League. Someone tell me where the final is for the Europa League. And again, congratulations to Kieran Maguire, who will be having dinner with Kylie Minogue. What are you guys saying? I'll talk you through all the details in a second. Let's just soak it in for a minute. Big up to my man Stephen. He's got the new crescent already. Mental couple of days. Absolutely crazy. My man, Poison Soup with the £10. He says, let's go. Gibbs White out. Gibbs White's dead to me. Dead to me. We'll do a bit of Gibbs White as well. Yo, what you saying, Paul? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Wolfie, what about Brian? Greg, do you want the simple answer on that? Not our problem, mate. Not our problem. The shirt is out, Paul. The shirt is out. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news. Palace have confirmed they're going to appeal to CAS. Ooh. They're going to appeal to CAS. I'm shivering, man. CAS, the ones who have kicked out every appeal on the multi-club, they're going to appeal to them. Big up Curtis, what are you saying with the $5? He says, Alanga made me sad, Morgan Gibbs White made me angry, and now I am happy. Hold on. What a week. Also, I'm not ignorant enough to think we deserve this, but we'll take it. LMAO. LMAO indeed. LMAO indeed. Thank you so much for the £5. We definitely deserve this. We deserve this. Brighton will take legal action. Well, you know what? We can just sit back and watch it all with some popcorn. That's what we can do. Oh, D. Oh, D. Oh, D. D. And when I'm talking about D, I'm talking about D from back of the nest. That fraud. That I've got receipts coming out of my backside on him and what he said on the Conference League. The Conference League, that crappy competition. D, you're in it. You're in it, D. Enjoy your trips to Azerbaijan. Enjoy your trips to Moldova or wherever the hell else you're going, bro. Yo, big up to Antonio, what you saying? Because he's such a wind-up merchant and I love it. All the best in the UEL. Yo, there's no C in that. You see that, guys? Wait, how do I do this? You see that? UECL? No, UEL. UEFA Europa League. Yeah, how about this, guys, right? We don't even have to qualify. We don't even have to worry about Forest doing a Forest and messing up in the playoffs. We're in. We're straight in. Name in the hat. Name in the hat. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go through the teams now. We're going to have to assess everything. I love this. These are my favorite comments, man. I genuinely hope you lot get relegated. The whole league will turn on you for this. What a vile bunch. Jamie, you're a dumbass. You literally are stupid. Do you think Forest made the decision, you dumbass? Who do you think made the decision? Like, grow a brain, bro. Grow a brain. You know what? I do feel sorry for Rich. All right, Rich might be jumping on, by the way. Rich is such a nice guy, and he has to put up with an asshole like me. I feel for him, man. I feel for him. But D, dead. Better pulling power to praise Morgan Gibbs. Yeah, we already had the pulling power, Michael. We already had that pulling power. Love it. Finally, some good news. Absolutely. And yes, hold on. Before we get into the celebrations, before we get into all the nitty gritty details, I would like you all to raise a glass. If you haven't got a glass, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. To Sir John Textor. Ladies and gentlemen, to Sir John Textor. My guy, I salute you. Oh, D, man, what's with your tears? Why do they taste so bitter and salty? Big up to Matt with the £2. He goes, Wolfie's going to be busy with all the links now. Bro, I am telling you, I don't know how many videos and TikToks and shorts we've done in the last 24 hours. I can't keep up, man. I've been doing my full-time job as well. Like, I have had 2.5 hours of sleep. So super chats like this from Matt are a massive, massive help. If you want to wake me up, you can grab me a coffee by scanning that QR code as well. That's exactly what it means, Michael. The thing that Forest would have done is gone out in a playoff. We're in the hat. Hold on, I got some breaking news for you guys. Let me put my professional posh voice on while I read this out to you. UEFA statement says, on the 9th of July, the appeal instance of the Okay, I need my glasses. Hold on. All right, the sunglasses coming back on. All right. On the 9th of July, the appeal instance of the French Financial Controlling Authority, DNCG, decided not to relegate Lyon. Absolute correct decision, by the way. Absolutely the correct decision. Let's continue. Consequently, and following an assessment by the CFCB of all other relevant conditions, including the settlement agreement, Lyon will not be excluded from UEFA club competitions in 25-26. Consequently, the CFCB first chamber persuaded the assessment of the documentation submitted by Lyon and Crystal Palace and concluded that the clubs breached. For those of you who don't know what the word breached means, it means criminals broke the law. The rules are the rules. As at 1st of March 2025, the multi-club ownership criteria foreseen in Act 5.01 of the UEFA Club Competition Regulations. For this reason, and in accordance with the provisions set in Article 5.02 and 5.03 and 5.04 of the UEFA Club Competition Regulations, the CFCB First Chambers decided to accept Lyon's admission into the 25-26 Europa League and to reject Crystal Palace's admission to the 25-26 Europa League and to accept Crystal Palace admission to the 25-26 UEFA Crappy Conference League. Hold that D. Hold that D. Hold that D. Hold that. So that's the official statement. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty. Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, hold on. I need the sunglasses back. Sunglasses on. Yo, United, what you saying? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Wolfie, ref out Palace. Yeah, let's not forget they cheated to win that FA Cup. They cheated to win. Look at Nuno smiling. Look at Nuno smiling as he realizes justice was served. There's 800 of you guys in here. How are we doing on the likes? How are we doing on the likes? 219 likes. Are you telling me that nearly 600 of you are unhappy right now? I know there's not 600 Palace fans in here because I know there's not 600 Palace fans in the world. I'm ashamed. Make sure you've hit that like button. Make sure you subscribed as well. Get that done now. Let's get them likes up, man. Should be over 300. Yeah, Jair Cunha's a red as well. I mean, we told you about it on what, the 3rd of July? I mean, oh, Wolfie, are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Screw Palace. Exactly. Up the Forest. Up the Forest. Do you think Forest will put out a statement and all this? Nah, they won't. They're going full silent. Lawyered up. Lawyered up. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. What's Eze's release fee? It's about 60, mate. It's about 60. But we know that if Forest approach Eze on his release clause, that they will do the honourable thing and speak to Palace first. We ain't no scummy Spurs. Okay, let's get into the article. In fact, I'm not getting into the article till I get 300 likes, right? What are we on now? 295. I need 5 more likes. Let's get into the article. Let's enjoy the celebration. Big up my man Curtis with another $2. He says, get Quinton Timber for Morgan Gibbs White. 30 million Feyenoord captain. Good player. Good player. As long as his name isn't Morgan Gibbs White, bro, I'm there. He's dead to me. He's dead to me. All right. Did you do the 300? Did you not do the 300? Yeah, you have. All right. Let's get into the article. Right. Let's have a look at the article. So, are you ready? Chelsea, and look at the amount of criminals in the Premier League, by the way. Look at the amount of criminals. Chelsea and Villa being fined while Crystal Palace are banned would be a mockery. Big up to Villa. The alliance is strong. The alliance is strong. Wait, is this even the right article? That club would be a... Hey, this is the wrong article, man. This is old. Hey, my admin in the background, hook me up with a better article, please. Hook me up. Hook me up. All right, we'll wait till 400 likes now. Shit, what did I just press? All right. Anyway, here's the story. And you all know who broke it first. Mr. Tier 1 himself, our mate, Ben Jacobs. Big up to Greg with the £5. He says, now let's sign some cracking players in the next 2 weeks. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It needs to be done. Matt says, feel sorry for the Palace fans. Matt, why do you feel sorry for the Palace fans, bro? Why? If Textor had no say in running the club, then this falls on the person who makes all their decision. I don't feel sorry for the Palace fans because they didn't feel sorry for us. Okay? And even if they did feel sorry for us, I don't really care. Right? Forest comes first. The rest do what they do. I don't really care. If it's why would I feel sorry for them when we're going to get more money, right? When we're going to probably get into the Champions League off the back of this. Why would I feel sorry for them? But if you do, you do. It's cool. McPhair, my guy with the £5. Thank you so much for it, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You legend. All right, I've got the article now. I haven't read it. Let's see if it even fits. Right, here we go. Are you guys ready, ladies and gents? Crystal Palace. Wait, I gotta get the top bit, man. We need full impact. Big up to Jay. He goes, I hope Cass don't overturn it. We deserve this. Right, Jay, what I'll say, thank you for the £2. Right, as much as me and Cass argue, we're still mates, right? So Cass ain't gonna screw me over on this. Don't worry about Cass. I got Cass in the back pocket. But I want to see this whole headline in all its glory. All right, let's just get this so my OCD doesn't like do crazy things, right? Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. £2, bud. Yo, Will, forget that. You know, Anderlecht, yeah? Anderlecht are in the Europa, bro. Oh, and yeah, you know who I'm talking to. Can you get me the teams that are in there, man? Give me the teams that are in there. Right, so let's go through this article. Let's enjoy this beautiful Friday evening. It's 30 degrees outside. Yeah, let's enjoy it. So, headline: Crystal Palace denied entry to Europa League after UEFA ruling. It's like their visa expired, man. They couldn't get into the country. I guarantee you, Cass will not overturn this decision. I guarantee you that. It is an impossibility that Cass overturns this. By the way, guys, we are 19 subscribers away from 27K, right? Who wants to be Mr. or Mrs. or Miss 27? Get them subscribers up. We're nearly at 27K. Okay, are you ready? All right, I sorry, sunglasses off. I'm still not getting used to this whole glasses thing. Oh my God, I can see things. A UEFA panel has recommended that Crystal Palace are denied entry to the Europa League. By the way, this is from The Athletic, for those of you wondering. Next season, after it found that the club breached the governance body rules on multi-club ownership. Cheat. Rules are rules. The South London club are now set to compete in the third tier, the crappy Conference League. But they intend to lodge an appeal with the Court of Arbitration for Sports, aka CAS from Never a Foul. Forest, who finished 7th in the Premier League and originally qualified for the Conference League, are now set to compete in the Europa League. It's still beneath me, guys. Let's not get wrong here. We should be in the Champions League, but this will get us into the Champions League once we win it. Palace had originally qualified for the Europa League by winning the FA Cup in May, by cheating to win the FA Cup in May. Eze scored the only goal of the game against Manchester City as the club lifted its first ever major trophy. Again, didn't point out Dean Henderson handled the ball outside. UEFA's rules stated that no individual or legal entity can have control or influence over more than one club participating in a UEFA club competition. And European football's governing body must be satisfied that respective clubs are separate entities to maintain the tournament's integrity. And this is what it's all about, the integrity of the tournament. You have to uphold your standards. If we do not have standards, we have nothing. If we don't have morals, we have nothing. I'm so impressed with UEFA, I have to say. So impressed. What are you lot saying before we continue? If Palace appeals to CAS, then this is what will happen to loser Palace and their joke fans. Last month they upheld. Exactly, bro. And it only takes 2 days. It only takes 2 days. Uh-oh. All right, we gotta be nice. We gotta be nice for my boy, man. We'll come back to this article in just a second, all right? Hold on. Please, show some love, show some respect.
What's happening?
Rich, sorry, what are you saying, bro?
I'm all right. I'm outside. I've got a couple minutes before I step in the car.
Well, firstly, big up to you for jumping on, bro. What are you saying, bro?
Just got to wait and see what happens, isn't it? We're probably going to appeal it, but I don't think it'll get overturned. So, yeah, expect Europa League football for Forest.
You know, I love you, Rich, right? But I'm a little hurt right now. I thought you would come in here, at least starting with congratulations, Forest.
I will congratulate you when it's completely done. And like I said, I'm not expecting anything. I'll be very surprised if UEFA change anything and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not going to be like some of the other fans over like social media that are blaming the whole Forest fan base. It's got nothing to do with you lot.
Oh no, they're just blaming me, man. They're just blaming me.
This is my gripe will go down with UEFA and their interpretations of things. You know, I think they've kind of like moved the goalpost a little bit. They've gone
What do you mean they
from.
moved the goalpost, bro? What are you talking about?
I'm going to explain. They've gone from
Go on.
like. I think the reason why they've allegedly said that we're out isn't now to do with their percentages. It's just the fact that Textor was owned in two clubs. Before they went with the whole decisive influence stuff, they kind of moved away from it and stuff. I think we've just been made an example out of, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, I don't expect us to change the decision. And looks like it's Conference League for us.
Bro, I gotta say, firstly, how handsome do you look with your shirt and tie, bro? Like
Why,
seriously.
thank you. Unfortunately, in this 30-degree heat, male teachers still have to wear shirt and ties.
Secondly, I've asked you this every week pretty much for the last 4 weeks. Are you sweating yet?
The only time I'd probably get proper angry is if we got kicked out of Europe completely.
So
Not
what
that I'm happy
happens there?
that.
I know you probably haven't caught up on all the news and everything, right? But because there's this whole Bromby thing with you guys.
Yeah, so
Because
this is where it gets a bit
Blitzer
confusing because
owns it, doesn't he?
yeah, this is where it gets a bit confusing because initially they said that Brøndby would be a problem as well.
Yeah.
So for them to put us in the Conference League anyway
The
doesn't
crappy
really make
Conference League.
sense. So I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be a whole waiting game. But I think the appeal has already been done. So they're
Oh, I've lost you, bro.
ready to go.
I've lost you. So I think you're sweating or something.
Yeah,
I can see you, but I can't hear you. You gone all dark.
yeah, I thought as much as soon as I stepped in the car.
There's a Bluetooth kicking in or something.
The connection's
Yeah,
gone.
no, cool. All right, you're back. You're back. Yo,
Oh,
Rich,
all right,
can you hear me?
Right.
All right, I know you guys are about to drive,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going
But
to.
can
Yeah,
I
so
just
I'm going
ask you two
to turn off my
questions?
camera and put this on my phone holder. Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you go, man. But like, I got two questions. What's Eze's release clause?
68 million if you want him.
Is someone in the chat make a note of that? And where are we, Mateta? Bro, are you in the world's smallest car? Or are you the world's tallest man, bro?
A bit of both.
How much for Mateta?
Well, he's got what 2 years left in this door, so he's an FA Cup winner, isn't he? Let's just chuck a little cheeky 70 mil there.
Wharton? How are we saying on it?
Oh, I don't know. He won as well.
Nah.
I don't know.
All right, dude, I'll let you drop, bro. Let's do a proper stream like later on or tomorrow or something, yeah? But
well, funny enough, I'm going live later on, so
let's talk.
yeah, I'm not inviting you onto that late. I'm not inviting you onto that just yet. See you later.
All right, bro. Love, bro. I'll see you soon.
All right, take care.
All right, a bit, bro. Oh my god, I love Rich so much, man. I love him. Do I feel sorry for him? Nah. Nah. Do you know what? He has not been shameless, chat, the whole time with this thing. I promise you that, right? Rich has actually been very level-headed. D? No. No. Rich? Yes. Rich is a top bloke. Anyway, let's get back to it. There's 900 in here. What you lot saying? How you feeling? Forest are, for those of you joining late, officially in the Europa League. Subject to cast from never a foul. Confirming it, which he will. Okay, let's get back to this article. So let's finish the article. Where did we get to in this beautiful piece written in The Athletic? Pleased for you, Wolfie, but I do feel sorry for the players. They didn't do anything wrong. Well, Dean Henderson did, Lynn. Dean Henderson did. He cheated. We're agreed on that, mate. Watch the likes of Forest, Newcastle, ignore the rules going forward. If City, yeah, hell yeah, Benny, hell yeah. Are we doing a Chesterfield preview? Bro, I haven't even done the here we go official for Cunha. The news is just breaking left, right, and center. I'm doing my best to get everything out to you as much as I can. You're annoying me how you are celebrating your failures. So what failures are we celebrating? Palace Jacob. We're celebrating our successes right now. Your failure is in not abiding by the rules. Hold it. Hold it. I thought Cunha joined United. You got the fake one. You got the fake one. Looking forward to lifting the trophy and watching Spuds being bounced out. I'd love that. I'd love that. Facts, ads, facts. This is on you, Palace. This is not on us. This is not on us. Big up to the beautiful Steph. This has made my day. I mean, only in Forest Land can you go from selling your freaking pin-up boy to then not selling your pin-up boy to then taking almost legal action against Spurs to then being promoted up to the Europa League. It's crazy. We're going to come to that. We're going to come to that, right? Let's face it, text the name in his group after Palace. How much less influence you want? Facts, Ian. Absolute facts, man. Absolute facts. Yo, we'll do a poll in a minute. Is Gibbs White dead to you or not? He's dead to me. Dead to me. Dead to me. Palace can appeal, so it ain't over. It's over, bro. Cass will not overturn this. Cass will not overturn this. No chance. No chance. All right, let's finish this article, then we can get chatting with you guys again, get your thoughts in on everything. How are we doing on the likes? Are we at 500 likes yet? 445 likes. At least 5 more gets to 450. 900 of you in here. Facts and dead. 100%. All right, let's finish this article quickly, right? So we got to do the informative bit. I will do, look, this is the celebration video. I'll do a video after this kind of outlining the key things for those of you that want it in like a bite-sized chunk. I know a lot of you like the kind of 8 to 10 minute videos, but let's have a celebration, man. We've had a stressful week as Forest fans, have we not? Do we not deserve this? Do we not deserve this? Chelsea fan here, he says Palace need to stop crying. Facts. Got in Europa through a dodgy back door. Facts. And still didn't follow the rules. Facts. Up the Forest. Facts. Want to see my boy Cho in Europa? He's there. He's there. Big up to you. Big up to you. Okay. All right. I'm not getting interrupted. You guys like talk and celebrate with yourselves. Let's get this done. So, Palace's issue stems from Eagle Football. Interesting choice of name there, Sir John Textor, who owns 43% share of the club and is controlled by Sir John Textor. They missed the Sir out. Also owning a majority stake in French club Lyon, who qualified into the competition. The club's 4 general partners, Textor, Chairman Steve Parish, John Harris, and David Blitzer, man. By the way, does anyone know who Irv Blitzer is? I'll be impressed. Who's Irv Blitzer? Presented their case to the panel on the 3rd of June, but had their arguments rejected by UEFA, despite Sir John Textor agreeing on the 23rd of June to sell Eagle stake in Palace to New York Jets owner Woody Johnson. By the way, on that point about his sale, there's a video on Patreon. I can't share it publicly, but it explains why John Textor snaked the crap out of Palace and became a Forest legend. So if you want to know about that, make sure, yo, you guys, you know your stuff, man. You know your stuff. I'm impressed. Obviously, I'm too young for that film. So if you want to see the real story behind why John Textor sold, go check it out on Patreon. The link, I'm sure one of the mods will chuck the link in there. Right, so we've done that bit. The sale will have to be ratified by the Premier League, with Johnson being made subject, being the subject of the league's owners and directors test, a process which typically takes around 2 months. This is very important, right? Because the Palace fans keep saying to me, yeah, but Textor sold. I was like, has it been ratified? They're like, no. I was like, so he hasn't sold. Yeah, but he sold. Yeah, but it's not a sale till it's ratified, because remember, Textor tried to do this whole thing with Everton last season. Oh, it didn't get ratified. Or he got kicked out just before the sale was going through. So he hasn't sold until it's ratified. And that takes 2 months. Now, there was talks that they were going to try and get it expedited. Why would anyone want to do that for a small club like Palace? You get me? Big up, Richard. Crazy 3 days, man. I miss sleep, but you know what? It's crazy. Big up to you, Tim, as well. Dennis saying, great news. Not so many weekend games. Yes, that's good. I might be able to still do my under 14s. Good point. Wait, is Europa now on Wednesdays? Oh my God, I can't wait. Let's finish this article so we can look at the teams. Right? That's all I want to do, right? So anyway. UEFA had postponed a verdict on Palace until the outcome of Lyon's appeal against relegation in League 2. We already know that. Lyon had initially been demoted to the second tier following a review of their financial situation by the Direction Nationale de Contrôle de Gestion. Right? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but whatever. It is still, I think they play Wednesdays now as well, you know. Yo, are there any United Spurs fan in here? Yo, you lot here, you know. What day were you playing? Was it Wednesdays or Thursdays? I think it's both, you know. I think it's both. And you too, the ones who bottled it against Spurs. Wednesdays or Thursdays, or was it both? Big up my man Richard with the £2. Thank you so much. Facts, Matthew. Facts. Okay. MGW is getting 23. I don't care. You should give him a number like 5. So it looks like an S for Snake. Yeah, Brighton are going to have a field day. Is it Thursdays? I think it changed to Wednesday and Thursdays. Like Champions League is Tuesday and Wednesday, isn't it? It is Wednesday, says Dennis. You know what? We get to go through the finer details of everything. I'm going to bring up the draw and stuff for you so you guys know exactly what's going on. Don't worry. I've been preempting this for a long time. I knew it was coming. Yo, he's worse than Van Hooijdonk, bro. Van Hooijdonk didn't leave Forest. He just went on strike. He didn't leave. MGW's a bigger snake. It's a bigger snake. Have we hit 27k? Yo, we're 8 subscribers off 27k. So if you're not subscribed, let's get over 27k. This is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. We've screwed Spurs, we've screwed Palace, all within a couple of hours. This is what we do. Rebel City. Okay. Number 13. All right, we're 7 away now. 7 away. First PSR in profit, we can spend another 150. Yeah, but you got no pull, bro. So good luck with that spending. Good luck, that's me. You bought a player who's out of form from West Ham that no one else wanted, and Snake, who you can't even do because you illegally approached him because you can't get him on legal terms. Anyway. You all PMO. Palace deserve to make it. They are the GOAT. What's PMO? Is that like something the kids say? I don't know what that means. Big up my guy Ant with the $2. He goes, Eze 68 million release clause. Make it so, Mr. M. It could be done. And Palace are willing, by the way, to take it in 3 payments, 2020, then the rest. Oh, piss me off. Okay. Why don't you just write piss me off then? Piss me off. Anyway, right, quickly finish this article. UEFA cleared multi-club Man City and Man U. Of course they did, brown envelopes and what have you. European football's governing body said, following the implications of significant changes by their concerned investors in both Nice and blah, blah, who cares, right? Statement, I've already read you out the statement. For reasons, blah, blah, blah. A burning sense of injustice. They're all trying to side with Palace. This is almost, in italic letters, history repeating itself. Palace were denied what they thought would be a UEFA Cup place after their most successful top flight season, which saw them finish 3rd in 90 and 91. Under Steve Coppell's management. England clubs have been banned from European competition following, that didn't just mess. See, this is what they're doing, right? That also messed Forest up, by the way, right? I don't see them mentioning that. Why are they making just about Palace? Why are they making that just about Palace? Because that messed us up as well. Blah 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 blah. This time around, in different circumstances, the punishment is lighter, albeit none less infuriating, given Palace will feel they have been denied the opportunity to participate in the competition. Love it, love it. One sec. Anyway, this article is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's get back to it. Oh, what Savo wants to join? Should we get Savo on? Should we get Savo on for a few? No doubt he wants to come in and congratulate me for Europa League. There's no doubt about it. I expect all my fellow colleagues in the YouTube world to be messaging me right now with congratulations. And Forest deserve it. That this is the right call. By the way, for those of you joining late, I've just realized like some of you haven't been here from the start and what have you. Forest are in the Europa League. I don't need the glasses now, I'm not reading. Forest are in the Europa League. Palace have been kicked out and sent to the crappy conference. Let's jump Savo in here, have a quick catch up with him. Savo, what are you saying, bro?
Listen, you lot should be utterly ashamed of yourselves. You've done it to Palace and now you're trying to do it to my good Daniel Levy. What's wrong with you all?
Yo, you shouldn't break rules, bro. Like, what are you doing here, man? Like, make the deal honorably, right? And he can go with my blessing.
Who you lot gonna be round with next? Which club you going after? That's
I would
Palace,
love us to go after
Spurs. You've gone after Gary Neville. Your chairman went after your own manager on the pitch. Who else are you going to piss off?
Don't forget the referees. We went after Stuart Twatwell.
The referees.
We then said that, you know, he supports Luton. We don't mess around, bro. We call a spade a spade. There's no messing around, man. I want Forest to go after United next.
Shocking behaviour. Are you not embarrassed a little bit?
About what?
Come on, man. Come on. I'll tell you what, actually, do you know what? Look, my bad. I'm 2 minutes from my house. I'll call you back from my computer. One sec.
All right. Listen, the salt level is ridiculous. Yo, Forest have already removed the logo of the Conference League from the website. I love it. No messing around. All right, hold on. I think there's some super chats. Let me just catch up on them. Super chats. Big up to Sebastian, my guy, with the 4.99. He goes, will the friendly against Chesterfield be televised? And this week has been stressful, but come on, you Reds. We are heading in. Oh, crap, I'm on the wrong screen. Yo, but let's just take a moment. My guy right there. So John Textor, I love you, bro. What are you saying? Let's bring that back to here. This week's been stressful, but come on, you Reds, we are heading the right way with this decision. It's not televised, but we, of course, Sebastian, will have the watch along for you tomorrow. So you're more than welcome to join us, as are the rest of you guys. I want the Hawaiian tops out and everything. But yeah, I don't know. What time is it tomorrow? I mean, I haven't even caught up on half the crap I need to catch up on. Thank you, Sebastian. Appreciate it, bro. Oh my God, so many messages flying in. We've got still 900 of you in here. Make sure you've hit the like button. Have we hit 500 likes yet? 536. Let's push on for 600. Why are we holding back? Because I got a special treat for you guys now. And no, it's not Sava, right? It is this. Right? Stop bringing messages up. I'm an idiot. Okay. Are you guys ready to see something beautiful? Beautiful. Because we got to discuss this. Right? We got to discuss this. You guys are going to like this. I promise. All right, I just got to bring it up on the screen. Trying to think what the best way is to bring this up. Let's go in here. Let's go in this side here, right? I'm going to add... Hold on. Europa. Let's bring that up. Bring this. Downloads. Oh, look at this. It's so pretty, guys. It's so pretty, Forest. We're in there. We're in there. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I want to know from these teams who makes you scared, because I'm looking at it thinking none of them. None of them. I was going to watch the MGW update, but this is the priority. Deal off. For now, Rob. For now, the deal is off. So soak that in. We're going to come back to this. We're going to analyze it line by line, right? I was going to have a quick couple of minutes catch up with Sav. Now that he's on a proper computer. Hold on. Oh my God, I got too many things open. Where's the fuck? Hold on. Oh wait, there it is. Bro, I got so many screens open right now.
I just thought, Wolfie, that maybe the one thing all the Forest fans would want to see right now is a Spurs fan. I thought it was an opportunistic moment for me to get some more followers and subscribers from Forest, right?
Yeah, Mark, if you're in the chat or any of the mods, chuck in Football Heritage TV.
You're not going to follow me, mate.
I'll show the respect around. And then also Sav's been doing loads of content on Mick Gibbs White. So if you want to hear it from the Spurs perspective, make sure you check it out. Like, he does a lot of streams, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's good bedtime listening. I'm not even joking. I went to sleep last night listening to what Savo was saying. Yeah, it cures insomnia as well. I can tell you that. I'm joking. It's top-notch content.
You lot. Listen, sorry, I had the sun in my eyes before. I didn't think it would be that bad.
I got my shades on, bro.
So in the space of 24 hours, right? Let me get this right. Let's go. In the space of 3 days, you've lost Elanga, lost Gibbs White, appealed the Conference League, Europa League ruling and got in the Europa League, and now you're appealing the Gibbs White.
That's factually incorrect.
Yeah, all right.
Because we have nothing to do with this whole Europa Conference thing, bro. We're just innocent bystanders. Standards. Sure. I can't even say the word. Sure. But continue, please.
You lot. Unbelievable. No, I just thought it was funny because I was sitting there. I mean, look, you were saying this morning, look how happy Savo is. And then literally like a few hours later, it was like, it's like the football gods just can't let the Spurs fans be happy, Wolfie. Like we can't have 24 hours of happiness. They go, you will be in trouble for something. And we're never in trouble for things like this.
You're going to love this comment, man.
Clean.
It's not directed at you. It's not directed at you.
Stephen,
it's at your team, man. It's at your team. I'll be real with you, right? I don't care about the Conference League. How about that? I don't care. We bottled the Champions League. That's our competition. We've won it, okay? I didn't care about staying in the Conference League either. I was like, all right, easy trophy, whatever. D starts mouthing off at me for the last 2 weeks. You know D from Back of the Nest, yeah?
Yeah.
Running his mouth like he's won the Champions League and the Premier League, like he did a quadruple last season, right? Running his mouth for the last. He was on holiday in Mexico and still messaging me, bro, right? And I was like, all right, D. Screenshot. Silence today, by the way. Silence today. So this ain't nothing about the Palace fans. And Rich is a legend as well in the Palace. Love Rich, yeah? Yeah. But D crossed lines, man. He crossed lines. So this is about D. It's personal.
So listen, I just come out the barbers and saw the news. So you guys, they're officially out. You've been instated into the Europa League, right? Okay, cool.
I can't see.
So is that into the Europa League proper, or have you got playoff games, or you straight into the Europa League?
Straight in. I can ask you as a current holder of the competition Forest are in. Right? Yeah. We're gonna have to start doing streams so I can get strategies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we have to play crap in the league so that we win it? Is there this 17th rule? You know what I'm saying?
It depends if you want to keep your manager.
Was it always Thursdays or was it Wednesdays as well?
It was always Thursdays. You play at 5:45 or 8 p.m. every Thursday. So get ready for a lot of Sunday league matches, which will piss you off because a lot of them won't be on TV. You have to find streams and eyes. Pain in the
bro,
ass.
man, that's really annoying because my under 14s play on Sundays. It's
There you go.
pain
You're
in
gonna
the
have to
ass.
choose between your under 14s and your YouTube
Yeah, but the
channel.
problem is my son also plays for my under 14s.
Don't worry. How many kids you got?
3.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You got 2 others. If one
Yeah,
hates you, it
exactly.
don't matter, does it? You're all right.
Yeah, the other 2 already hate me, man.
Yeah. But listen,
but yeah.
you could go far in that as well. I don't think the strength of the Europa League is.
Let me
it's
bring it up, Sav.
crazy.
Right, I want to have this discussion with you because honestly, everyone's been saying to me like, "So you just want to stay in the conference because you're more likely to win that." But you know what? What have StreamYard's done, by the way, with his overlay things, man? I can't quite get used to it. But everyone is saying to me, and I was like, "Have you not seen the quality of the Europa League? Did you not see who the finalists were last year? And now this is probably going to be a bit small. Can you see that? This for me, I look at it and think Villa, Roma." I mean,
you've got you've got the obvious ones, right? That if they play well and if they get the draw, Roma, Porto. I mean, yeah, I look at this and think that Villa are favourites, right? I don't know if it's just me. I
agree.
Roma and Villa are the ones that jump out at me.
Yeah, same.
Fenerbahce will be what is that? That's Jose, isn't it? They're strengthening.
Yeah.
Maybe Jose, you can never discount him for a trophy. Stuttgart are a decent team. Other than that, this is pretty much like what we saw this year. Like, I didn't look at the teams and go, wow, who on earth are Spurs going to have to beat to win this Europa League? You know, I was worried about playing Bilbao. But other than that, listen, I think you could go far. Obviously, depending on if you cheat and keep your current players like Gibbs White, or if you know, who else you buy in. But I think you should do all right there. Real Betis are a good team as well. They're a decent team.
But they were heavily reliant on like Isco, who's been very hot, but he's in his 30s, and they had Anthony on loan, didn't they? Like they were kind of the talisman there. You know the one I want? Anderlecht. Because they bribed the ref. Speaking of cheats, they're officially cheats, man.
he's literally
officially cheated. Bro, they like against us, man. Like I've had to hear the whole story from Ant about it and how this happened and that happened. It was clear corruption on the night and everything, and then it came out. So I want Anderlecht, man. Would you take Anderlecht?
I'll be shocked if the winner doesn't come from Villa, Roma. Let's be fair with Unai Emery's pedigree.
Yeah,
with the players Villa have got, I'm guessing the bookies will probably make them favourites. Maybe Roma. Roma are a decent team since Dilly Ding, Dilly Dong went there. They've been excellent. Other than that, listen, I think you'd take any of them over 2 legs, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think we'll be like 4th favourites, like with my shameless hat off. About that, I probably think they might look at. It depends if Lyon gets stripped out of players or not. What I wanted to ask you though, Sav, on the. Oh, you there? Are you frozen? Hello?
No, I'm here.
You still there? Yeah, I was asking because the timing of this is perfect, brother. When they did the draws, it's 2 from each pot, isn't it? And you play one. There'll be one of the games that are home, but you don't play a home and away leg. You're drawn twice.
No, you play 8 games, 4 of which will be at home, 4 will be away. You only play each team once, and you're probably likely to get 2 or 3 where you go, oh, that's tricky, and then the others where you go, I've got to be taking points there. And that's what we had throughout our group. We had tricky games against Roma and who do we have? Galatasaray away. We had Roma at home and Rangers away, and we didn't win any of them. We beat all the rest. We beat all the rest. Honestly, Wolfie, you know when I said, sorry, I know this is going off on tangent.
We do that.
I've said to everyone, when everyone said to me, why didn't he sack Postecoglou if he was so bad? I said in the summer, I said naming rights, there's going to be investment, there's going to be directors going, coaches going, everything's changing at Spurs. But naming rights will be interesting to see what it is.
Well, you're going to call it the Saudi Stadium. I'm hearing it's my boys, the Arabs are investing in, which is interesting.
If they want to pump hundreds of millions in and let us move like Chelsea and City, I'm all for it, mate. I'm all for it. As long as we can pay a few more release clauses.
Big up to Sai. He's on the face call for yeah, we're in there, Sai. I've just put the link for Sava's channel in here. Make sure you're subscribed there. If I could find the actual right other screen, I'd pin it as well. Some fucking things open, man. Yeah, just on that. So I wanted to ask you this because I've got this crazy theory, mate. Right, Forest are better off not being in pot one.
Okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Go on.
There's always crazy logic, but there's some logic, right? Because you draw 2 teams from each pot, okay, and you can't draw a fellow country team, okay. Yeah. So we can't draw Villa. That'll be the only one basically we can't draw. Now, what I'm saying here, Saba, if Forest were in pot 1, you have to play 2 teams within that pot. So you can't play Villa. Therefore, you're drawing 2 out of 6. So your likelihood of drawing a Roma and say a Porto, is greater, statistically slightly higher. Have I completely misinterpreted that? Yeah,
that you'd bite your hand off for that pot, right? Ludogorets, Legia, Michelin, Sturm Graz. Yeah, you want that.
You look at that and you think maybe Nice is the one you want to avoid in that. Freiburg, just because they're from Germany. The rest of that, I'm looking at who. And then the irony is there is an Eagles team in this competition, and it is Go Ahead Eagles. Yeah,
that would be great if your first game in the Europa League is against the Eagles. That would be poetic justice for somebody and torture for somebody else.
Like it's better than that. Ask me who Palace's first home game of the season is against.
Oh, don't go on.
Forest.
Is it Forest? No. Oh. Gosh, are you listen? You know I jest and I don't care about all these sort of things, but are you lot slowly becoming the most hated team in the Premier League? Is that what's happening here? Is everyone hating on Nottingham
What do
Forest?
you think? Do they hate us? We are the Rebel City, mate. We are the Rebel City.
It's like anything, right? Like if I come on this channel, right, everyone's going to be going, no. Listen, we did nothing wrong and we're well within our rights, with the Morgan Gibbs White thing. You go to a Spurs channel, everyone's going, we did nothing wrong. Nottingham Forest are salty. And it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But a rivalry is going to be created between you and Palace for obvious reasons. A rivalry is now already going to be there between Tottenham and Forest. It
was already there, mate. It was already there.
One because of Des Walker. And the second one because of Morgan Gibbs White. So all good fun, mate. All good fun.
Well, let's not forget Andy Reid Dawson as well, right?
Yeah. I liked Andy Reid. He was a good little player.
So did I. But then he was dead to me. And then the problem was he came back and I was like, can you rise from the dead scenario here? Is that I just don't sell to Spurs or Man U. Yeah, and the third reason rival for me is my brother, the bastard. Man. Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, I just want to know what do you think the outcome of this whole Gibbs White thing's going to be? I mean, like, how long is it going to drag on for? Do you think he ends up at Tottenham? Do you think you win it and he ends up being sold elsewhere and we get a fine? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, bro. If I'm being honest, the only thing I have recollection to it being similar to is Elise last year with Chelsea and Palace.
Yeah.
Because it's a similar situation, wasn't it? So they approached Elise, did his release clause, kept Palace out of it, and then it ended up of a legal threat, if I remember rightly, towards Chelsea from Palace. And then the next thing you know, Elise signed a new contract. So it was a bit of a crazy thing. Now, what happened behind the scenes between the two clubs, I don't know. But what's interesting was I sent it to you earlier from that Dan guy, didn't I? That outlined all the outcomes. Now, I don't know who the person is, but he's types well, so I think maybe he's quite well informed. But the scenarios are interesting. I think he put down the extreme scenarios that maybe you just say, you know what, here's some hush money. We'll go to 65 instead of 60 or something like that.
Now we've got the investment. We'll give you 100 million or something for it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that could be one outcome. The nuclear outcome for you is that you could get a transfer ban.
We're used to not buying players, really, so it's not gonna.
You've had a taste of it now. You've had a taste of it now, haven't you?
Well, we've got Kudus, so we've got him through the door. But it was.
But I think it goes through. because
Yeah.
I don't want Gibbs White back. Is my honest
Well,
stance. I don't know how
it's
to trust him.
untenable now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be fair, right? In all of this, and again, I'm going to try and do something which I know football fans are absolutely useless at. If everybody puts their hats to one side of who they support,
Yeah.
now you look at Morgan Gibbs White. I know, like, many people are going to be going, "Nah, sod him. He's done this. He's dead to us." But if you put it to the side, Morgan Gibbs White is now in a very, very difficult position because if it goes through, cool, he's just going to not be liked by Forest fans. He'll be welcomed by Spurs fans and blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't go through, it's untenable for him to go back to Nottingham Forest now, isn't it? Knowing that he wanted to leave. I believe he's at Spurs for a medical, right? I believe that if I'm right, I believe that he was there early afternoon having him. I don't know. So it's kind of like
doing the whole. Do you remember that? Oh, we were talking about it the other day. Yeah. He's
on the wingy. Yeah. He turned up in his car and like But can I just put in a little bit which does, if I remove my Spurs hat, right?
Right.
The bit for me where none of this makes sense is for the whole, we've got the here we go, we've got Ornstein and all them saying deal is done. Your club would have had to have signed off on that, right? Your club would have signed off on that for a medical. And then suddenly, nearly 24 hours later, hang on, something's not right here. It's almost like after the fact, if that makes sense. That's what I can't make right in my head with it all.
Well, what I got told is this, that the release clause was a 2-week release clause from the 1st of July to the 14th. To me, that actually makes sense. Because when Man City were fishing for him, the talk was around 70 million. Now, what's happening here, then what's been reported, this is where I think they intertwine the stories together, is that Morgan Gibbs White agent started kind of almost whoring him out, saying Man City, Villa, or whoever. But he was saying to his agent, I only want Spurs. Spurs is my priority over Man City. Like, make that make sense, which makes me question Gibbs White's sanity, I guess. But that then starts to make sense. So, like, and then the killer blow for me is the fact that Levy was stupid enough to submit the offer to the penny, that fucking tight ass. Like, he couldn't blag it a little. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, add a few pennies here and there or a million here and there. To the penny, he puts in the release clause amount, which is the thing that's giving Forest the evidence, if you like, that he knew the release clause, or he's a very good guesser.
Do you know the funny thing about this from a Spurs point of view is Daniel Levy in his life has never rocked up to anywhere and gone 60 million release clause done ever. We're all sitting there when we heard there was that release clause going, oh, well, that's us out of it. Tottenham are not going to get it. And it was like, what? We've paid it. Like, oh my God. And then the very next day it's, hang on, has something fishy gone on? Look, let me ask you, apart from all the fishiness, which we'll find out in due course.
Yeah.
As a fan that you're saying, okay, you don't mind him going, you've got good money, blah, blah, blah. Don't you just sit there and think, oh, sod it. Like, you've got your 60 million. It doesn't really matter how it's come. Is there a bit of you that feels a bit like that?
No, because I don't value him at 60. I think because of the, like, if you say Cunha is the benchmark, he went for 62.5. I think Cunha is better than Gibbs White. I don't think many people will argue on that. But when you add things like homegrown, when you add English tax, when you add Premier League tax, I think there's little levels that can be added. So
you think we should have paid more than 60? Is it?
Yeah, because the talk was about 70 with Man City. So I think you got a good deal. Now, I don't think you've overpaid or underpaid. I just think if you're adding those layers of homegrown and those taxes, you know, the standard taxes you get there. Because for me, Cunha is a clear of Gibbs White. I wouldn't put them in the same kind of conversation.
He's a top player. Yeah.
So he's only 2.5 million. I think I said this on We Are Tottenham yesterday. Like, if you're paying less than Cunha is the benchmark, Gibbs White should be lower. But it's just what you add in those homegrown taxes and things.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because the way I look at it is this, is first of all, I think 60 million's probably there or thereabouts, right? But if Tottenham did find out that was the that was the
Released,
clause. I'm
yeah.
guessing that's come from the agent, right? Now, speaking with the agent isn't illegal, but finding out that sort of information is. And apparently it's not about the fee. It was about the structure, if I'm led to believe,
Yeah.
right? That Spurs knew exactly not just the fee, but how it was to be paid to be.
And the window
released.
it opens in. I think this
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
other thing. That's
it's-
why I think what I got told between the 1st and 14th of July, very coincidental that Spurs suddenly come, because it broke like that, didn't it, Sav?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it was just
Mad.
like, you know, I was about to go on Potts' channel yesterday. It's a link. By the time that stream finishes, it's here we go. It was absolutely crazy, man. So it was hard to compare. I got to catch up on a couple of super chats, bro.
Yeah, no, I tell you, Wolfie, look, dude, I'm actually heading out at 6, so I just thought
All
I'd
right,
pop
bro.
in. I just wanted to say no hard feelings, whoever wins this fight, and thanks for ruining the first time ever that our chairman has whacked £60 million down on our biggest ever signing. Thank you very
Guys,
much.
Do me a favor, go subscribe to Sava. We've just hit 27k on the nose as well, so shout out to you guys. Make sure you go. Are you 20? What are we saying?
I'm about 800 away from 20k. So
make sure if every single one of you subscribe, we've got over 1,000 in here. It hit the big 20. Yeah, I know he's a Spurs fan.
Cheers.
I know me and him have had plenty of arguments, but go show him some love. Make sure you subscribed as well. And we're always doing content, so we'll be doing more over the transfer window.
There's going to be a lot between me
it,
and you in the next 2 weeks with this Gibbs White thing going on. You know that,
gonna
right?
be a
You
lot,
know
yeah.
that's coming.
And if you don't like Sava, and I understand why you wouldn't, because he's probably better looking than you. I'm on his channel doing some transfer stuff every few days or so. So you get to see me and make you feel like you look better looking. So big up, Sava.
Trust me, I'm not good looking. From the side on, I've got a massive Greek nose. There you go. Look.
Yeah, but I've got that Greekness in me, quarter Greek. I hear.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Your chairman has given us Greeks a bad name. Anyway, listen, have a great weekend. Everyone in the chat, thank you. To be fair, no one's been rude to me. It's very rare. Thank you very much.
It ain't like your chat, is it? It ain't like your chat.
Yeah, I know. My chat's mental. But listen, take care. See you later.
Big up. I'll see you later, Sav.
Cheers, mate.
Shout out to Sav. All right, I got to catch up on the super chats. Super chats. Steven saying mental couple of days with the 199. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, no, I'm doing these the wrong way around. Sorry. Let me catch up, right? Sebastian, we've done Sebastian's one. Andy, my man Andy, with the 199 says, rules are rules. We took points deduction. Suck an egg. Facts, Andy. Absolute facts. Poison Soup with the £5. He goes, this is specifically football heritage, dude. Palace broke the rule. Sorry, man, he's just gone. Rules and Spurs tried a backhanded deal. Forest had done nothing wrong. Facts. So I'll make sure Sav sees that one. Shout out to you, bro. Robert with the $10. He says Crystal Palace burnt down in 1936. 89 years later, football does the same thing. Is that true on Palace? I did not know that. Thank you for the $10. Andy with the 199 says D, where are you? Don't worry, bro. I'm coming for D. Mark, my guy Mark with the 16 months says, if Forest broke a rule, we pay for it. Others, exactly. 115, for example. Shout out to you, Mark, with the 16. Darren with the 16 months as well. Big up to you. The lovely Jess. It's so good to have Jess back in the chat so regularly. £2. She goes, every cloud, every silver lining. I hear you, Jess. I hear you. And David with the 13 months. Okay, I want to get back to having some fun. I'm not saying I was having fun with Sava, don't get me wrong, right? But guys, can we start? Let's get this interaction going with me and you guys. I want to know what you guys are saying to these teams. So let me just bring this back up here. So these are the teams. What's going on here? These are the teams that Forest can face. So let me run you through some of these rules. Okay. Big up, Josh. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well. So Forest will be in pot 3. This is done on coefficient, right? I get it, we should be higher, but as I explained, maybe you guys are just joining. It is better for Forest, in my opinion, not to be in pot 1. Being in pot 1, statistically for me, means you're going to get a slightly harder team. Let's do this, right? Let's do a quick... We're not going to do this for long because we'll be here all night. I hear you on Lyon. I would take Lyon, Jay. That's like, they're going to give us a free win, aren't they? On this, though, guys... Who are the two teams? So Forest will play two teams from each pot, one home and one away. Okay. Who are the two teams you want from pot one to face? Now, are you of the mindset you'd love to go to Roma because they've got quite a sick stadium? Or are you of my mindset, give me the crappest teams? Give me the crappest teams. Gus is saying Salzburg and Rangers. I like that. I'll take Zagreb as well. Hold on, let me just move this because it's covering your guys' message. Put that here. All right. For now. It's a bit messy, but whatever. It's not a shameless day for United. What have United done? Matt saying Lille and Rangers. Rangers and Porto. I don't think Rangers are as crap as you think. Bologna is a nice place. Very nice. Lille and Zagreb. Take out the top. Loads of you saying Rangers, you know. Unknown is saying he wants the two big boys. LMO Palace will get reinstated. Yeah, okay. You keep holding that dream. Zagreb and Rangers, says Ian. Rangers are not. That's what I'm saying. Rangers are actually decent. I think they got to the quarters last year in this. Okay. I am saying for me, I would take Zagreb and Lille have been stripped out a bit, haven't they? Jonathan David is gone, who was one of their better players. I would probably say Lille for me. Zagreb and Lille, you know, boys. Those are the two I would take. Is Tuffalo still linked to Rangers? I stopped having any interest in him when he left Forest, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. You got the Europa music as your ringtone. Interesting. Okay, so that's the first group. Now, in the second group, who are you taking? Who are you taking from that group? Because there is some interesting names in this group, right? Very interesting names. Oh, crap. What did I just do? Ah! Okay, that's got confusing. There's some very interesting names in this group. Who are you guys taking? Lyon and Young Boys. All Lyon, man. You lot are shameless. Hold on, I was trying to move this so it's better. Are you not serious? You want Lyon? What do you think? They're just gonna roll over? Oh yeah, it's Textor, isn't it? All right, that doesn't look great, but it'll do. Lyon and Plzen. Yeah, I'm saying, I just give me Young Boys and Bratislava. You know, give me Young Boys and Bratislava. We're coming on to that one. You're saying Lyon as well. Okay. So for me, in pot 2, you know what? I'm down with anyone there apart from Fenerbahce. Lyon will give us a free win. I do not want Tel Aviv. Screw them. I'll take Young Boys. I'll take Bratislava. I'll take Plzen as well. Bless you. I'm in for those. Pot 3, guys. Do we want to do the Anderlecht thing? Do you guys want the Anderlecht thing? Yes or no? Now, you can't play Villa. You can't play the team from the same country in the groups. Yeah, there's a lot of still animosity, and rightly so. All right, we're saying yes then to Anderlecht. All right, I'm taking Anderlecht, and I'm taking who do I think is the crappiest one there? Razgard. I'm saying Razgard. Funny mark. You'll probably demonetize me if I bring that up. Allow Nice, man, they'll probably cheat because they're owned by Ratcliffe and all that. You're taking Walsall, Curtis. They hosted the final, didn't they? All right, and then in pot 4, we have to get go-ahead Eagles. It just has to be for the banter. We got to get go-ahead Eagles. We've got to. I want Go Ahead Eagles, and I want Paphos. That's who I want. Go Ahead Eagles and Paphos. That's what I'm saying. And then we walk through it. Now, what I want to do, guys, I want to run you through the qualifying dates and crap, right? So those are the pots, right? Let me, oh my God, that's so, is that readable? Can you guys see that? Okay. Okay, here we go. So the first qualifying rounds, 10th of July, 10th and 17th of July. So the first qualifiers actually started yesterday, okay? Second qualifying rounds, 24th and 31st of July. Third qualifying round, 7th and 14th. And the playoffs will be the 21st and 28th. So we'll see who Palace gets. Oh, wait, no, they're not there. They're not there. By the way, on the poll for Gibbs White, if Gibbs White came back from Spurs, is he dead to you? No, he is dead to me is 66%. Yes, we need him in the team is 33%. Interesting. Okay, so these don't concern us one bit because breaking news, we're already qualified, right? So the first match will be the 24th and 25th of September. So it can be played on a what day will that be, guys? Let me just quickly check. 24th and 20th. That can be a Wednesday and a Thursday. Okay, the rest of them will be the Thursdays. So the 2nd will be a Thursday, the 23rd will be a Thursday, the 6th will be a Thursday. So only on game week 1 can it be on a Wednesday. The rest are all played on Thursdays, okay? Which will mean a lot of Forest games will be on a Sunday. Yeah, man, that's right. We don't qualify. We start here, right? This is Forest now. This is all the scrubs. All the ones around here. All the scrubs, right? We don't care about those, right? We are here. Match day 1. Straight into the pot we go. Okay. Now, what I need someone to do, because I can't be bothered to do it myself. Who have Forest got in the league that week? So who would we have weekend of, what would that be? 25, 26, 27th. Does anyone know off the top of their head? So if we get more money in the war chest, we get for getting Europa would be nice. Yeah, we do. And also if we're in Europa, we're in the Champions League. We got Brentford. Cheers, Hazardous. Okay, who we got before Brentford? No, wait, Brentford's the first game. What am I talking about? Right, what are you talking about, Hazardous, man? That's September, not August. All right, we got Sunderland. Hazardous, you're usually more reliable now. I'm a little disappointed. Wait, make your minds up. Is it Burnley or is it Sunderland? I can't. It's Sunderland. All right, trust Matt. All right, so we can bowl out a weakened team and still beat. All right, so it's in between Burnley and Sunderland. That couldn't have fallen any better. 2 scrub teams, and we get the Europa game in between it. That's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it's at home. Even better. Even better. So, right, have I got this right? I honestly can't remember the fixtures. So we got Burnley away before and then Sunderland at home, yeah? Burnley on the 20th. Cheers, Matt. Sunderland on the 27th. Yo, Steve Parish is due to give an interview at Sky around 6 p.m. Interesting. Hey, big up. Who's just said they're going? Big up to you. We'll speak soon, no doubt. Yeah, Sunderland. Okay, so that's the first game. So actually, that falls quite nicely for Forest. I don't think the timing of the teams either side of that. I bet my life, man. What's your record against teams with more possession than them? I don't know. Probably one or more. All right, is this okay? Because I forget, people are still coming back from work and stuff. So the breaking news is that Forest have been put back into the Europa League with Crystal Palace relegated down to the Conference League. Okay? This is subject to an appeal from CAS. It is more likely that Ant becomes younger than Palace win that appeal. Okay? That's how, done a deal this is. So, for those of you just joining, so Forest are in the Europa League. Now, in terms of the draw, that's a good question. I did have the date for the draw. Where is it gone? Where's the freaking draw? Oh, and yeah, no, more importantly than the draw, the final. 20th of May is when you'll need to clear your diaries. Check out the hotels in Istanbul. I've been there loads of times. I can recommend you a few. If you need any recommendations, just join the Discord. Oh, by the way, make sure you are in the Discord. Let me actually put the right one in. I don't want to do what I did yesterday. And there's loads of you that joined the Discord server yesterday. Get those conversations going. Get the conversations going. Let me just get this in the chat for you guys. Join. Oh, look at your comments, man. They just fly through. Join FFTV Discord. There you go. Right. Get yourselves in the Discord there. Let me just check that's the right link. Yes, it is. All right, cool. Okay. So, where were we? Here. And if you're in there, get chatting. There's conversations are happening and everything else. Big up to Andy with the 9.99. He says, can I just that 60 fucking hell, Andy, you're lucky Cass isn't reading this. Can I just that 60 odd % is shameful more shameful more on MGW than Elanga, yet half of you prefer Anderson, MGW's role. The winger market is shite right now, so those who voted against MGW give your head a wobble. Okay, let me translate that into English. Can I just say that 60 odd million is shameful? Oh, 60% in the vote. Oh, the vote. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. So in that poll, 60% of you are shameful, says Andy, because Morgan Gibbs White, you should have voted for him to stay. I disagree, bro. He can go. He's dead to me. But you're welcome to your opinion. Shout out to IW just slid into the server. V-Man just slid in there. Lemony Gemini, cool name, is in there. Brumers and Broody are all in there. Get your highs in there. Get chatting in the general chat. If you play FIFA, Stormy is trying to put together a Forest Pro Clubs team, so make sure you get in touch with him there as well. The link is pinned in the chat. Andy, I love you, bro, but you need to sort your auto predict out. It's impossible to read. It's impossible to read. Okay, so you guys are asking when's the draw. So the draw for the UEFA League is scheduled for August the 29th. Okay, August the 29th. It had to be like, where would you, now that Forest are in it, where would you place the settings? It has to be Monaco, because that's the prestige level we have. It's going to be Monaco. Do we know when the appeal date will be? It will be done very quickly, Jay, and it will be turned around in 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if Palace walk in and Cass just kick him out and be like, why are you wasting our time? Why are you wasting our time? Okay, so the draw will be on the 29th. Forest will be in the draw. I just don't see who we lose to. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, now look, like, joking aside and fun aside, right? No more messing around from Forest. No more messing around. Fofana, get it done. Bakayoko, get it done. Yilmaz, get it done. Richard Rios, get it done. Don't go and sell Elanga and Gibbs White in the same week and not go and get me those players. Get it done. Get it done. No, it's no laughing matter anymore. Eze, I want to see Eze now. Europa League match win is 630,000. Show me the money. Show me the money. Compared to 500,000 in the Conference League. Draw is 210,000 euros versus 166. Group win is 1.1 million compared to 650. Is the Conference League that high, Andreas? I thought it was a bit lower than that. Yeah, I'm talking. That's the kind of window, man. Yeah, you're right as well. By the way, Anan, this is a huge point. Both Elanga and Gibbs White are homegrown, so we have to replace it. That's why I do think Elliott and McAtee will be seriously considered by Forest. We'll have videos coming out on all of that as well. Okay, right. What I'm gonna do a wrap-up video. I'll release it in about an hour because Parish is about to talk on Palace. This has been quite a long stream, so I know a lot of you would just prefer kind of the headline stuff, nice snappy stuff, right? So I'll put that together for you guys. Cunha's confirmed. We'll cover all that stuff off in so many videos. Like, and I need to eat at some point. So give me about an hour. I'll put a video together, putting everything together for you. It's crazy the amount of you that are in here. It's been one of the craziest weeks in a long time for Forest. So shout out to all of you guys. Much love. Make sure you're in Discord. If you want to message me, I'm in the Discord server as well. Shout out to Palmer who's just joined. Matt has just joined. Dodd has just joined. Johnny's just joined. It's pinned to the comments. Slide yourselves into the FFTV server. Get chatting. Let's see what the thoughts are on there. I'm going to read the general chat in there as well in a little bit. I will see you guys later on with a wrap-up video, some more transfer news. So much going on. All right, go grab yourself some food. Enjoy the weekend. D, hold that, bro. Me and you are having words. Come on, you Reds. We're in the Europa.